Ladies and gentlemen, today I was expecting to have maybe a sliver of some Switch 2 news or an update. And guess what? We got exactly that, and more. In this video we're going to go over some news, some updates, some leaks, some rumors, it has it all. And yeah, I'm still very excited for the Switch 2, so let's go and get right into the video. So the day you're watching this video is in fact the day after the United States presidential election happened. And if you are in fact watching this video, well, that means that the world is still here and didn't blow up, and that is great news. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me, and let's just go and get right into it. So even though my channel is Nintendo focused, there are times where I go out and talk about PlayStation, because I actually like PlayStation a lot. I've said it before, but I used to play only Nintendo stuff, and then Xbox would come second to that. Now I don't even have an Xbox. I've had a Series S twice, and I've sold it twice because I never use it, but that doesn't mean I don't like Microsoft and Xbox, and I am rooting for them to win. So anytime that there is some Xbox news that is worth mentioning, I will always go out of my way to mention it, because I know there's millions of Xbox gamers out there who still enjoy the platform. So before we get into all of this massive Nintendo news, let me get some Xbox news out of the way quickly. Xbox launches new buy one get one free sale. Yeah, that sounds like it's worth mentioning. Xbox offers 2 buy one get one free sales on sports games and DLC add-ons ending November 12th. Xbox buy one get one free sports sale. All of these right here are on sale, and that's awesome. I'm assuming all of this is already on Game Pass, but if you don't have Game Pass or you just want to own it outright, even though you technically don't own it, this option is here. And then there is quite a bunch of DLC on sale, which is really cool. Yeah, actually quite a bunch of DLC on sale. So I just wanted to mention this sale was going on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's start getting into some Nintendo news because we have quite a bit to go over. This morning, which today you're watching this would be yesterday morning, Nintendo had a big meeting with investors and they gave us a bunch of updates. And I'll be honest, some of the sales numbers exceeded my expectations by quite a bunch. So first, let's start with Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. The game is fun. It's not the greatest Zelda game of all time, and maybe if you're not a fan of Zelda, you're probably not even going to play this one. Or maybe you've never played a Zelda game and you started with this one because it has Princess Zelda and it seems like a little bit more easy and charming and more accessible. That's probably the case because I thought this game was only going to sell around 1 million copies. Don't get me wrong, it is a Zelda game, but I just didn't see the hype for it. Like, I feel like it came out and the hype died immediately. At least that's what it seemed like. But apparently, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has sold 2.58 million copies globally. So that is double what I expected. Seeing that number, I have to admit, I'm 100% wrong. I was thinking like around 1.1 million copies sold or something, but 2.58 million copies is quite an accomplishment. So shout out to Nintendo and the Zelda team. They did a phenomenal job, and I really hope we get more 2D Zelda games in the future because they are so damn charming. So are you ready for the inside scoop? When is the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out? I think it's coming out after the Switch 1. But you know that wasn't the only Switch 2 news I have, right? I have some leaks to go over, and the leaks are way more exciting than anything we talked about today so far. So Nintendo Switch Online data mining reveals 4K resolution option and support for mesh shaders. Blue Sky user Watertoon? What am I saying? Watertoon. What the hell am I saying? Has data mined 4K resolution output instructions and support for mesh shaders from the latest Nintendo Switch Online playtest software. Since the Switch hardware does not support mesh shaders, this is just another breadcrumb leading to the Switch 2. And somebody in the comments actually broke it down very nicely. A lot more of Nintendo games have codes that allow 4K resolution now. They'll push updates out, I imagine. I hope they don't cost money. And that's exactly what I'm assuming is going to happen. Once the Switch 2 comes out, maybe big Switch games that were released in 2024, maybe some in 2023, like the biggest titles, you know what I mean? We'll probably have a free update, I'm assuming, or maybe a $5 or $10 update where you'll have 4K resolution available. Remember last year there was a Gamescom rumor that Nintendo was showing off Switch 2 dev kits or something, and they were showing an upscaled version or a Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild. Like, look, this was a Wii U game, but it was also a Switch launch game. The aesthetic carries a lot of the game. Like, There are a lot of times where there's bad pop-ins and frame rate issues, so I think Breath of the Wild is the perfect game to show off the comparison of the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. And yeah, I've beat Breath of the Wild 4 times. I swear, the moment they say there's an update for it or an upgrade, I'm playing it again. I could play it again right now. I freaking love Breath of the Wild. I am now on a Breath of the Wild tangent and I don't know how to get out of it. Breath of the Wild is such an amazing game. We have to move on though. So ladies and gentlemen, we have another Switch 2 leak. And this is a cool patent that is implementing some really cool features for multiplayer for the next Nintendo console. Switch 2 could feature huge couch co-op quality of life feature. Nintendo is experimenting with technology that could help the Switch 2 deliver a significantly improved couch co-op experience over its predecessor by personalizing screen elements for every player based on their physical position. That's insane. So maybe you're playing on your Switch on like a table, or your Switch is docked to the TV, and there's 3 or 4 people playing couch co-op. Depending on where we're sitting in the room, that's where your position would be on the screen. So maybe somebody would be right here, somebody would be up here. If somebody was sitting down here, they would be over here or over there. And that's really, really cool. It's a great way to personalize the experience. Nintendo has now secured a patent describing one unconventional technology that can make its way to the Switch 2. According to the documentation reviewed by GameRant, the company envisioned a console hardware-software combo that could generate images based on the direction of an arbitrary number of connected controllers relative to itself. This could be used to dynamically change the orientation of parts of the HUD, the HUD, or entire screen segments, depending on where each player is sitting. It could also support an external display like a TV, the patent reads. So here's the screen, here's your Joy-Cons. This guy's sitting over here, so I'm assuming right here there would be something on the screen for him. Yeah, so this guy's over here, you can see wherever they're sitting, that's where their character is. And then if these 2 people were to change, well then their characters would change. As you can see, it's reversed from this right here. And then the HUD would have the same thing right here. So this guy is over here somehow. Little bruh's floating. I don't know. You guys might want to check on your friend. Actually, you guys really might want to check on this guy up here. I don't know how the hell you guys can float hanging off the roof like this. That might be the bigger news story, right? But as you can see, wherever the character is, that's where their position is on the screen. So not only do we have all these people floating right here, they have Joy-Cons levitating off of their head. What is Nintendo really working on? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:30 p.m. and I'm editing this video, and we actually have some breaking news about the Switch 2, which is absolutely amazing. The tweet reads, "This is Furukawa. At today's corporate management policy briefing, we announced that the Nintendo Switch software will also be playable on the successor to the Nintendo Switch, which confirms backwards compatibility. The Nintendo Switch Online will be available on the successor to the Nintendo Switch as well. Further information about the successor to the Nintendo Switch, including its compatibility with Nintendo Switch, will be announced at a later date." So yeah, that confirms backwards compatibility. That is absolutely freaking amazing. That we're not going to lose our entire library going over to the Switch 2. Earlier in the video, we talked about how some games are having 4K resolution, and this is all a net positive. So where the hell is the Switch 2 announcement? But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this information? Because as always, over on Mr. Robot Joe's channel, your opinion matters most over here. So in the comments below, start a conversation. Remember, if you made it to this part of the video, I truly appreciate your support, and you should go follow me on Instagram because we're growing over there and I want to continue to grow. And yeah, you guys know me. I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.